Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. It is the new year. Woo 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 woo! Happy New Year! Yeah. So after all of the celebration and all of the festivities and all of the whining and dining and having so much fun, we get back to work. And for some of us, we get back to all of those resolutions that we have written down, hanging somewhere in our house that we want to walk and that we want to run through with 2022. And yeah, first things first is Happy New Year once again. And continuing the series that we started last year about changing career, this time we're taking it higher a bit, and we're talking about those things that make you stand out in your job search, right? So we'll basically be talking about resumes and how to switch them up, make them stand out, and make you stand out. Because well, your resume is the first thing that that an employer sees, right? Not you, not your face, not how you look, not what you can do, not what you can speak, not what you can say, but your resume. So, in this episode, we will be touching on that. All right, so the first tool I will be walking through today is Flow CV. And so basically, what I use Flow CV for is to build my resume. Like they have amazing fonts, amazing templates that you can just basically lift and grab and drop and start to work on your resume. Enough talk. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So very quickly, we will be going in, and yeah, it's good to try it. And yeah, if you go to the dashboard, you see all of this wonderful looking things. Yeah. I think this is a new, addition, or this is a new feature. So basically, you can keep track of your applications. Well, we're going to get there. Let's not jump the gun. Like, so keep track of applications, websites. Like, you can basically build like a personal website quickly and have it running in no time. Like an email signature, yeah, these nice things, yeah, if you want. Cover letters, not really a fan of cover letters, but yeah, if you are a fan of this kind of things, you can also do that. And well, yeah, what we are here for, the resume. So quickly, I'll close the dashboard and come to design. And so when you come to design, the first thing is what design ideas, right? You can choose a template as a starting point and customize it to your liking. This is usually what I do because, well, I have no idea whatsoever on what to do, and so I just come here and I allow Flow CV do their thing. So I go through here and I'm like, oh, what looks catchy to me, or what do I want to use? Depending on the kind of, yeah. So I know some people who would like this kind of CV because it's, well, this kind of template because it's plain and simple, and some other people wouldn't want that. Like, so, let's say I am going for something more fancy, like this, right? And so, that template is already there, right? And quickly I can come to content and start to build it out. Yeah, I already had this Jane Doe written. So let's change that to Michael Jordan. And yep, you have that there. If you want to display the email, right? So Mike Jordan at yahoo.com. That's the email. Jordan has the phone number that you want to put there. That's his phone number, and you can do all of those nice things, right? If you want to add a little bit of touch to that, like, and you have like a website, right, you can also add that. Like, so Mike Jordan is borrowing my website to use for his CV. It's fine. I'm nice like that. You can just quickly have that, like, yeah. What I am going to do is copy all of this, right? And so what shows up here is Mike Jordan. And in the link portion, I will just paste that in and add it. So when I come here, or when somebody is using it, well, going through the CV, and then they decide to check what is here, it will bring them to this ugly looking website. Anyways, moving on. Yep. And so you can do those kind of things, embed links, right? If you have socials, you can also add that. So say you want to add your LinkedIn here, you can have it to be Michael Jordan, and you see that it also comes with, well, all of those LinkedIn icons, etc., etc. And so you can have whatever it is that you want to add here. And so that basically takes them straight to your LinkedIn. I think that is the format. Yep. So that takes them to your LinkedIn, and yeah, if you just add that, you can come check it out. So when you go, yep, Michael Jordan is looking amazing. Anyways, yep, so you can do all of those things. Let's not waste so much time there. So as many socials that you have, there's Kaggle, there's Flickr, there's Slack, there's Tumblr, there's YouTube, HackerRank, etc. And that's done. I usually don't put my address. I don't know. Yeah, so well, I don't have address, right? So another thing you can do is, well, your profile. And what is it saying? Like, yeah, so you want to introduce yourself, and I am the best in the world. No one dares dispute it. If you want to dispute it with your mirror. Yeah, I can have that as my profile. If I don't want to have that name as profile, I can decide to call this is a summary section, right? And I save that, so it will have it as summary. If I want to add another content, say like an education, I have a bachelor's degree. I have a bachelor's degree from Harvard. What city is it? Well, yeah, Harvard. When did I start in Harvard? Started in January of 2020 and finished in 5 months, and I'm that good. Harvard people were like, wow, we have never seen that kind of thing before. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And for this part, you can either decide to have it like a long text with whatever it is that you want to write, or you can just basically use this, right? And so whatever it is you're writing can be in bullet points. So you can either use bullet points, or, well, if you're a fan of long text, you can do that. Whichever suits you. Maybe a brief summary of best student ever, right? And that is saved, right? Now, yeah, they're telling me to move on. Second section, like, I can add something else. Maybe I have like a professional experience I want to add. Software developer. Employer is Google, and I worked for them for, well, yeah, I worked with Google in Vancouver. I don't think they have an office in Vancouver, but anyways, yeah, they opened the office because of me, so I worked there. When did I start there? I started January of 1996, and basically worked there for like 20 years. Yeah, I know. I got like a long service award or something. And here I come and put all of the nice stuff that I've been doing at Google, like being amazing, being awesome, being amazingly awesome, and all of that, right? So that is saved. If you have another professional experience that you want to add, say when I left Google, I went to Facebook. Sorry, this should be the job title. So I went to Facebook to become a senior software developer or something. Yeah, I know. After 20 years, I'm just senior. Cool. I don't like to brag. Yeah, and then, this was in Toronto. Maybe that's why I moved to Toronto, right? And I started immediately after I left Facebook. And that's that. So basically, you get the gist. You can do all of those things. So I have my professional experience. I have education. You can add all of these things, like your I think there's a skills section. Yeah, so there's the skill. You can like your hard skills, like your soft skills, your interests, your word. If you have references, I don't necessarily put references. If you need references, you can always get through to me to get that certificate. Like if you're AWS certified, Google Cloud certified, etc. All of those kind of things. Once your CV is done, you can hit download, and yeah, of course, trust them to always want you to register. So basically, going through all of the registration process, yeah, etc. You cannot, yeah, you once you register, you can download these templates, and you can always come in to fix it, tweak it, use it as you want, use it as you please, and yep, that's pretty much it with Flow CV. Next up, I will be doing Job Hero very quickly. All right, so the next tool is Job Hero, and basically what I usually use Job Hero for is get inspiration. It also serves it basically serves like a resume, and you can get like a resume template and whatever it is that you want to use. But the major reason I use Job Hero, the powerful tool I think Job Hero has is the to give you inspiration, like some of those things that you need to think about. With Job Hero, they already know that with the kind of work that you do, they start to give you some suggestions. And enough talk, let's just go through it. Like and Job Hero is basically jobhero.com. You get to this site, and I just go down to build your resume. And when you come here, it tells you blah blah blah, you can create, and then I go to create my resume, right? First thing is it asks for how many years experience do you have. Like, we'll find the best template for your experience level. So say I have very little experience. Am I a student? No, I'm not a student, but I do have very little experience, right? And right off the bat, you can see that they have all of these templates to give you, whichever you want to use. There's the recommended templates, there's the traditional templates, which a lot of us like, especially coming from Nigeria. There's the modern, sleek template. Like this thing looks similar to what we have with Flow CV, and or you can get creative. Whichever template. This looks nice, like a note tree. All right. So I will just pick one of those templates. I will select this template, and the next thing is to tell me is, do I already have a resume, or I want to create a new resume? So I'm telling them I want to create a new resume, and so it's going to apply the template for me. That's done. So the first name is Michael Jordan. He stays in Toronto. He comes here. Michael Jordan changed his phone number to this. His email address is mikejordan@yahoo.com. And the next up is our work history, right? So this is where Job Hero shines. And watch what happens here. So I tell Job Hero that I'm a software developer, right? So it tells, it has it already, right? And my employer is Google, right? And the city is Vancouver, and it already brings it up. So I can just autofill with that. And then, of course, start date is whatever we decide the start date is. And we just move on, right? Start date is that, end date is here, right? And I currently work here. No, I do not. And so now this is it. Like, what did you do at Google, right? As a software developer, I don't need to think about all of these things. I can just basically come here with expert recommendations that they have, right? The first one is what? Collaborated with project managers to select ambitious but realistic coding milestones on pre-release software project development. And you see that all of these points make sense. And what I can just basically do is just click on it and then it populates to the other end, right? Revise, modularize, updated old code bases to modern development standards, reducing operating costs and improving functionality. Makes sense. I move it to the next place. Develop software for both desktop and mobile operating system. Makes sense. I move it to the next place. If I want to add something else, maybe I did for desktop, mobile, and web, I can just do desktop, web, and mobile. Makes sense, right? So off the bat, you have inspiration for what you want to do, and it just makes your work easier to, well, run along with. Pioneered new methods of code review to incorporate what. Awesome. Yeah, I did that as well, and many other things, right? You kind of get the idea of how it works, right? And so yeah, I can just keep doing that. Like, and here you can see it's telling you that well more job titles, right? It could be software developer. You want to be more precise, it could be software developer intern, trainee software developer. Maybe you're specialized, it's .NET software developer, embedded software developer, any of the things you want to do, you have it there. And I will just go next, right? Okay, so now it wants me to register. You can just go through the registration process and move on. It takes me here, right? And yep, if I have another position that I want to add in, so let's say, yeah, the job title again is software developer or software engineer this time, right? And the employer is Facebook. Well, city is Toronto, not old, new Toronto, right? And all of that just comes in. And I can say I currently work here. Sorry, I thought I fixed that. Pick something. Yep, I currently work here, and then next. The same thing happens. I can just do this, add all of this, and move on, right? So I'm done with that. Like, and then the next thing is, it shows me how my resume is building. Of course, the education section. And then, so for this one, it basically suggests the next things you need to do, which makes sense. And that way, kind of, if you're the kind of person that is, well, you don't want to be stressed and you just want things to just move structurally, one after the other, Job Hero makes sense for you, right? The school is University of Lagos. And well, the school location is in Lagos. Do you have Lagos? Okay, you do not have Lagos. Anyways, the school location is there. What degree was it? It was a Bachelor of Science degree. The field of study was chemistry, and yeah, chemistry. And what? Graduation date was January 2020. If you want to add a brief description to this section to make more sense, you're in the boys brigade, you did politics in school, all of those things, you graduated with a summa cum laude, all of those things you added there. And moving on, right? So we have this, right? If you want to add another degree, the same thing. There's a skills section as well. So like they already are giving you like really nice points, right? So database management, agile, all of those things are already there, right? ASP, database programming, web-based software engineering, and yeah, Scrum, all of those things are added. And you can go to summary. This is the part that makes more sense, like makes the most sense, right? So you have a summary, and they just have like amazing summaries to use, right? Successful job, blah 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 blah. Customer focused software professional with superior. Oh, awesome, amazing, that's me. And if you want to have extra sessions like a website, portfolio, etc., etc. Awesome, amazing, nice. And as you can see, your CV is ready to go, or your resume is ready to go, whichever. You also have the options like maybe, well, you get here and then you decide that I think this would look better, well, with a different template. You can always just go back and what change the templates and decide on, oh yeah, I think I like this template, and oh wow, the template is looking nice, so you're good to go. And that is basically Job Hero. Yeah, you can save, and then yeah, be nice. If you want to be a good person like me, pay them to use your resume, right? Of course, you just go through the process of payment. But yeah, that's it about Job Hero. I think is really really cool. Like they have really really cool features. Like I just came up with a resume in less than 10 minutes, and resume is good to go. Like I can get a sweet work with where I can get a job with this resume. It's not looking bad. And yeah, that's it. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that session on resume. I hope you found it really enlightening and insightful. If you learned a thing or two, make sure to like that, like the video, share it with people who need it this new year to do well. Yeah, the next episode on this series, I want to go into the job site proper and some of the tools that you can use, or some of the things that you can use to stand out. Some things that can help you to actually stand out in your job site. So you don't want to miss that. It's going to be really fun. So until I come your way next time, adios.